What's poppin', peeps? It's the Flower Child. Welcome back to the channel. Today's reading is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node placements. Let's tap in, friends. I don't know what just happened, but Sagittarius, I was going trying to go live for you and it would not let me. Oh my gosh. But you know what's crazier? When I stepped into your energy, the shit was so chaotic. So I don't know what's going on with y'all, Sagittarius. We're gonna tap in. So I did channel some things. Because like I said, as soon as I got into your like literally the first thing, chaotic energy overwhelming. Like I literally had to take a deep breath. Like just breathe, baby. Like what's going on, Sag? So I don't know if you got a lot of overwhelming feelings or a lot of overwhelming things happening currently or going on. I also got the energy of something about breathing, maybe having trouble breathing. Allergies could be of significance. I know the pollen was tearing my up, honey, and it could be doing the same for you. Any kind of allergies, honestly. Um, what else I saw a mountain. So with that and the chaotic energy, it almost gives me the feeling that you could be actively overcoming some sort of obstacle in your life. And although while you're in the midst of it, it doesn't feel like anything is happening, any progress is being made, you're actually definitely climbing up the mountain of that obstacle and you're actively overcoming it. So don't doubt that progress is being made when it comes to certain things in your life. Something also about hiking and finding your zen could be of significance for a few of you. Ice and cold environments. It was really interesting. Doing new and out of the box activities. So when I saw ice, the first thing I thought about was like ice skating. That could be of significance. Wanting to do that, thinking about doing that, or actually experiencing that. Ice fishing, I know that's a thing. Just like I said, new and out of the box type of activities. It doesn't have to be with cold weather. But ice is something I saw. Some of you could be eating more ice, trying to eat less ice. I don't know. I also saw the northern lights 222 on the clock. So that could be of significance, planning a trip to be able to see those, or maybe experiencing those for the first time or wanting to, adding that to a bucket list or something. And then also documentaries. You could be watching a lot of documentaries, animal and nature specifically, but it doesn't have to be. That's just what I saw specifically for some of you guys. So that could also be of significance for some of you guys at this time. So let's tap in with the chords and see what messages Spirit has for you right now, Sagittarius. Holy Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors, and love of life. My inner Sagittarius collective. Whoa, okay. See? Chaotic energy. You got a woman holding a heart and hostilities. Yeah, it's definitely something going on here. We're going to tap in. Let's see. You could be dealing with a difficult emotional situation, navigating a difficult emotional situation, or just difficult emotions, period. Let's see. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you. Indecision, the first card out with first chakra, Archangel Michael. So Sagittarius, what I'm getting with these two cards is a lack of belief in yourself, because first chakra, Archangel Michael, that's the root chakra. That's where all of our confidence and our foundations and how we are, you know what I'm saying, how we view ourselves and how we see ourselves and how we feel about ourselves. That's where all of that lies. So with the indecision coming out, there could be an indecision about you. Maybe it could be indecision around things in your life, choices in your life, but this could also be a path of who you're becoming. Sagittarius, who you want to become, who you used to be. There could be a fight between those two things right now. I'm even hearing like people bringing up your past self and who you used to be, and you're trying to. It's like almost for some of you, you're trying to separate yourself from who you used to be. Not saying 444 on the clock. It's your past self isn't important, but it's more so not seeing me in that light anymore. So there could be a lot of changes, a lot of evolution, a lot of growth within you, Sagittarius, and you're trying to be this new person, but there could be little reminders or even people trying to remind you, like, that ain't who you used to be. And that's when we got to kind of quiet the noise, because you know who you used to be and you know who you are now. So that is all that really matters, right? And also just becoming a newer version of yourself could be of significance for some of you. Wanting to step outside or wanting to really become more so your authentic self could also be of significance, because like I said, that first chakra talks about our own confidence, our own, belief in who we are. And that those with indecision coming out, that could be changing. Who you want to be could be changing. Who you're trying to be could be changing. What you want to display and showcase to the world could be changing. So, and all of those things are okay. So let's tap in. As I say that, all of these things changing are okay. And the moon popped out, baby. They're okay. We're meant to grow and evolve on this journey. We're not meant to do the same thing. We're not meant to be the same people. What else? So we got the Knight of Wands that came out with the King of Swords. And this is almost an energy of needing to be more of a free thinker, more of a I don't want to say not a planner, because planning is important, but it's just kind of like one of those things where you don't plan your day, you just go out and do things you got to do, and you experience and have the best day ever. And nothing was planned. Everything was just by chance. Everything was just a new experience, and it was the greatest day you've had in a long time. It feels like that, where spirit is kind of just asking you to release your inhibitions, release your expectations of what you think, even as something as simple as how you think your day is going to go. When I got X, Y, and Z plans, so this is how my day gonna go. Even erase that. I keep wanting to say Gemini almost. Gemini placements could be of significance, but I also just did Gemini. So Sagittarius, it's almost like spirit is just asking you to erase the whiteboard and just see what forms, just see what connects, just see what you are drawn to, what you are resonating with, what you're aligning with, versus feel like you already. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. What else for my Sagittarius is be more spontaneous. And that's crazy for me to say to a Sagittarius, because usually y'all are the most spontaneous people. But some of y'all could have got stuck in a rut, an indecisive indecision rut, and that's okay. We got the Magician here. Ooh, Gemini Virgo energy with the Page of Cups. Oh, wow. I'm loving this. Some of you could be getting, definitely, like I said, opportunities to do new things, unexpected things, out of the box activities. So maybe these things are coming up. You haven't been doing them yet. Who knows? The Magician tells me that you're manifesting all kind of unknown and unexpected and unforeseen things. Page of Cups is very surprising. You don't expect a cup. You don't expect a fish to be in a cup that someone is handing you, right? Because that's crazy. Why would a fish be in a cup? That's crazy. But there that fish is. And that's what I feel like you're manifesting for your life currently. Unexpected things, unforeseen things, new things, things you didn't even think you wanted, things you didn't even think you needed, but you do want and you do need. You just don't know it. You just don't know it yet. So allow this new energy of shifts and transitions and of free thinking and of spontaneity to just kind of wash over your life, and see what happens, see what things come from it. It's almost like spirit is saying, just go out in the world and see what comes from that, with no plan, with no, you know what I'm saying? And once again, I want to reiterate that don't live your entire life like this, because planning is important, strategizing is important, and everything in moderation. But I feel like maybe you have been a little bit too much in that strategic bag, a little bit too much in that planning bag. And spirit is like, if you plan everything to the T, then there's no room for unexpected blessings. There's no room for pleasant surprises. There's no room for new experiences to enter. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? What else for my Sagittarius is? And they want you to make room for those pleasant surprises. They want you to make room for this unexpected abundance, this unexpected blessing, this new experience that just fell into your lap in life. I'm even getting like, it even feels like somebody might hit you up and be like, hey, I got the opportunity to do X, Y, and Z. Do you want to join? And it's like something you never thought about doing, but why the hell not? It's like one of those things like, why the hell not? Instead of saying why, say why not? That is what spirit wants you to embrace. Instead of saying why, Sagittarius, it's why not, you know? And of course, use that with discernment. You know what I'm saying? Don't come back and be like, well, the FlowerChhild said, why not? So, you know what I'm saying? I jumped in the lake and it was 2 degrees and now I'm in the hot. Don't do that. Use discernment, obviously. You also got the Hangman here, Pisces energy with the 6 of Wands. Love it, love it, love it. And this is, I'm getting a lot of things with this. One, be just simply being patient with your journey, being patient with your timing, being patient with what you're going through, what you're overcoming, and what you're achieving. 11:11 on the clock. Because, like I told Pisces, your success is inevitable. It's written in the stars, but you got to believe it first, right? You have to believe it first before you can achieve it. But also, it's saying to look at different angles. Is saying to change your perspective and your perception on, like I said, what it is you want, what it is you think you need, what it is you feel, you where you want to go, who you want to go with, who you want to become. All of these things are important, and they might be changing for some of you, and that's okay. Maybe some of you wanted to be a veterinarian all your life, and now all of a sudden you want to be a yoga instructor. You know what I'm saying? Things change and we get inspired for reasons. And just because no time is ever wasted with one thing, it's just new seasons that we enter. You feel what I'm saying? So keep that in mind as new things enter your life. Keep that in mind as new experience try to make their way towards you and open up for you and create a new path, even for some of you. Be open to seeing things differently. I was literally just telling one sign, everything is about perspective. Everything is about perception. One thing that you might perceive as negative, the next person might see as the most positive thing in the world. And that's because they're choosing to see the silver lining. They're choosing to see the good in a negative, right? Everything is about perspective, and there might be a need to change your perspective. Like I said, maybe something you thought you wanted, you no longer want. And something you thought you didn't need, now you actually really need. We all grow, we all evolve, and so does our journey and the things we want and the things we need and the things we require as well. You're not meant to be the same person needing and wanting the same things the entire time you're on this earthly plane. You feel what I'm saying, big dog? You feel what I'm saying? So, let me pull some of these. Anything else for my Sagittariuses regarding this message? Bam. You got the temple path. So spirit is leading you to a divine path, a fated path. Like I said, maybe you your whole life you've been going left, and now all of a sudden you get the inkling or the urge or the desire to go right. That's okay. Try it out, explore it. The right might not be the right way, but it could be. And you'll never know unless you try. You'll never know unless you act upon the urges and desires you might be feeling, all within reason, once again. And then you also got happy family. See, when you follow your intuition, when you follow your desire, when you follow that inkling of happiness, joy, you create happiness and joy. The more you are happy, the more happiness you create. The more joy you experience, the more joy you have to look forward to. See what I'm saying here? This is what you're creating, even though it might not feel that way currently. This is what is happening, even though it might not feel that way currently. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck, see? Woman holding a heart, go towards your own happiness, your own feelings of fulfillment, your own feelings of joy. And that's what's going to bring you even more fulfillment, even more joy. You see what I'm saying here? My good sis Abraham Hicks once said, money is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to the money. You see what I'm saying? Follow your joy. Follow your happiness. Follow your fulfillment. Everything else will align. Everything else will align. Trust in that, my friend. You got resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. It's so funny. We talked about your needs. And then this comes out, resources. So once again, spirit is bringing new resources into your world, into your life, into your path, into your journey. But it's up to you to pick these things up and see what they're about. 555. It's up to you to open the door and go through it. It's up to you to even be open to a new experience, a new way, a new anything. What else? Damn. You got mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data and logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind in decision and leading with your mind. Once again, mind power. And I love how it's kind of like separated in a sense, because I almost feel like this is also saying everything in moderation, and how it goes all the way down, although you don't see what it's going down to, it's still connecting to what? Your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus. You see what I'm saying? It's connecting to all of the chakras, all of the chakras. So I feel like this is even saying everything in moderation. Absolutely use your mind. Absolutely. But don't get so stuck in your mind that nothing happens. I'm almost hearing like I tell you this all the time. Procrastination, analysis paralysis. You think so much that you're not making any moves, or you're overthinking a situation that you haven't even started yet. And you were supposed to start 10 weeks ago. This was supposed to be the deadline. You know what I'm saying? Don't let procrastination be the reason you don't succeed. Especially with the hangman being here. Last but not least, you got alchemy. Using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets. Transform the situation. Ooh, so some of you are actively transmuting energy. The magician came out. You're literally manifesting a new and better life for you, a easier path, a better way, clarity, guidance. You're manifesting a new opportunity. You're using what you have to make the situation better for yourself. And I love that. You're even using your own wisdom here. Like, you know what? I'm not happy here anymore, even though I used to be. So maybe I should try something different. Maybe I should experience something new. Maybe I should be open to transforming my situation into something I actually want it to be. And that's what's happening. Your situation is transforming into what you want it to be, what you need it to be. Bottom of the deck, you got savings. You will always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. So with this and resources coming out, just kind of take a little message here about using your finances wisely. There could be an unexpected expense that pops up for some of you guys. And Spirit isn't saying it's something that you can't handle, as long as you are being smart with your current finances, and you're not, money management is important, guys. Money management. That could also be something you're trying to dig into and learn more about. But definitely just be mindful of your spending habits. Some of you might need to rein them in. Some of you might need to, you spend a little too much. Others of you, Spirit is just saying be mindful, because you might have something that pops up. And as long as you're mindful, you'll be able to work through it and pay for it and not have an issue. Yeah, it's still going to suck that money coming out, but a blessing to have it to pay, right? Right. All right, folks. And that was the reading. If this resonated, don't forget to like, comment, share. Only subscribe if you vibe. I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. But I do hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. I love you. And I shall see you in my next one. Bye.